quarry operator 12 years ago. The sandstone slab found by Roy Hines in southern Kentucky contains the tracks of a reptile from 350 million years ago. The fossil is 5 million years older than any previously uncovered.
And it turns this way. There are sets of footprints on each side. The hind footprint followed closely the position of the front footprint.
Geologists say the fossil is from the early Pennsylvanian period, or Coal Age. The stone will be kept at UK, where researchers hope it will attract interest in finding a skeleton to match those.
And it turns this way. There are sets of footprints on each side. The hind footprint.
The scientists have been studying this fossil for 12 years, since it was discovered in McCreary County in southern Kentucky. Their conclusion, it's the oldest reptile fossil in the world. It dates back to the Coal Age, 310 million years ago. That would make it the earliest primarily land-based animal known, a link to man.
This group of reptiles from the family Romeriidae gave rise to all subsequent reptiles, including dinosaurs, the reptiles that we know today, but also gave rise to birds and to mammals, and ultimately to man.
What is known, it was a small animal with a stride of just over 3 inches. The fourth toe on each foot was much longer than the others.
The tail dragway in this particular animal is not undulating. Many of the early animals, the amphibians, had undulating tail drag marks. This gives us an indication that the tail was not used for propulsion.
The next step for researchers is to give the newly discovered old animal a name. Jerry Sander, NewsCenter 20.
Evidence of reptile life. Limestone embedded tracks were made by what scientists believe was a 4-footed cross between an amphibian and a reptile. The yet unnamed creature may have lived in what is now southern Kentucky some 310 million years ago.
There are some other footprints found in rocks that could be as old, or maybe even be older, but they are poorly known. The traces or trackways are, it's not certain what they belong to. They're not very well preserved, or the age of the rock is poorly known. This is the first one that we have a lot of scientific information on, that we can get a good date for it.
The fossil will now go on display in the UK Geology Museum, which is located on the 2nd floor of Bowman Hall. I don't think weather records were kept 310 million years ago, but...
Oh, there was a weatherman.
There was.
At a club.